Hello again and welcome back to March Payne's Midlife Dolly Crisis, and today I'm going to be unboxing this, which is a Barbie Extra. Now this was from the very first wave and I think she's number 2. Yeah, so she's number 2. I actually do have number 1, but I just picked this one up because I just really like the whole pastel look that she's got going on with the kind of the laser clothes, things like that. She also got a dog that reminds me of a cartoon dog that I remember from childhood. I think the dog was in Jamie and the Magic Torch, which was, I think when I saw it, quite an old show. Even when I was a child, it was probably kind of like reruns. It looked like something from the 60s, to be honest. I think it was probably more sort of 70s. But yeah, there was a dog who I think was actually called Digby, but I'm not 100% sure. And maybe I'm getting confused with Digby, the biggest dog in the world. Anyway, look. That's kind of besides the point. We're going to get the doll and the dog open and we're going to see what we think of her. Particularly considering she is one of the first wave, it might be interesting to sort of see how they started out. So yeah, let's get her open and see what we think of her. Okay, so here she is. This is Barbie Extra number 2, as I mentioned before. So this is the front of the box. I think they did change the boxes later on, but this was the original design for them. So we've got an image down here of the doll, or, you know, the artist's impression of her. There's the dog, there's all the kind of stuff that she's got. These images are always really nice, and to be honest, it does look like the doll. Obviously, you know, it's slightly stylized, but it does actually look like her. So this is the front. We've got the sort of confetti-filled thing there. Whoops. There we go. If I wobble that around, you can see that it's got confetti in there, which is kind of cute. You can always kind of try and prise that off and stick it to something. On the side here, we've got another image of the doll. So this is basically just a close-up of the image from the front. And the back, we've got the full image. So we've got the full body image there. Again, obviously, this is everything that she's in. And then we've got 2 images here. This one is the first one. This was Barbie Extra number 1. And then there's a Barbie or milli-faced version of the extras there. I'm presuming there was more than the 3 of them in the first wave, but why they've only got the pictures of 2 of them and then her there, I don't know. Maybe some of the boxes were slightly different. So this is basically all the bits that she comes with. Allegedly she comes with 15 styling pieces. I'm presuming it's also what she's wearing included. I don't think the dog is. I'm not really sure what the dog is actually meant to be standing on at this point, because it seems to be sort of levitating, unless it's meant to be standing on this picture, which is a bit odd. But that is that. On the side, on the opposite side, we've got a picture of the dog there, and obviously Barbie Extra sort of written there. So yeah, I am going to get her out and we'll have a look at all of her pieces. Okay, so here we go. So there was a bit of a struggle. Mainly actually getting the box open was the biggest struggle. The other struggle was the Kimble tags. She didn't really have that many holding her in, which was good. She had like a band around her waist. Her hair was sort of like tied in with cotton, which was quite a nice idea. So there wasn't any problems with that. Yeah, she had 3 Kimble tags in the back of her head. She also had Kimble tags in the hat. So the Kimble tags were in the hat and then in the head, which was very annoying. I don't know if we needed that. It could have almost have been sort of like a separate item, which you could then add to the doll rather than having it in the box with her. The only bits which weren't sort of like on her was actually the dog, which I'm going to show you now. So here's the dog. It's actually quite a big one. It seems more pet-like in a way, in that it looks like an animal rather than it being a bit sort of half animal, half sort of cartoon character. I mean, obviously it's not, you know, 100% realistic or anything like that. It's also got quite a weight to it. The head seems very heavy, which I've not really noticed before, and it seems a lot bigger to me than some of the others. So it's obviously a white dog. It's got a long sort of fringe there covering its eyes. Little tongue is there. It's got Boss around on its collar, that kind of moves around. I presume that doesn't come off or anything like that. That is attached. But that's quite cute. So that is the dog. And the other bit that was sort of like separate in the box were the sunglasses, which I'm not really that keen on. I like sunglasses where you can see the eyes. And obviously you can see the eyes through this because, well, they're not going to cover the eyes, so you are going to see the eyes. But I rather have it when the lenses are see-through. So yeah, I'm not hugely keen on that, although I'm sure it will probably go with the look. So that is the sunglasses. I'm going to show you the handbag as well. Here we go. So this was attached to her hand with a rubber band. It does open by the looks of it. Is it that side? Or is it the other side? No, it must be that side. There we go. So it does open. I'm not sure what you could get in there. Something very small. It's obviously got moulded detail on it, but nothing is sort of painted. It's like a highlighter green, or sort of fluorescent green colour. And it's obviously sort of diamond shape. It's alright. I've seen worse. So that is that. It matches the hat, I suppose, because the hat is also... Oops. The hat is also kind of like a green colour. We'll have a look at the hat as well. So the hat is, again, kind of like a highlighter yellow / green colour. It is sort of ribbed, and it's obviously fabric, which is nice. I just want to see, actually. Oh, so it will also fit the dog. Kind of. So yeah, if you don't want it to put it on the doll, it will kind of fit on the dog there. Actually, it is a bit slidey off, but you can kind of perch it on there maybe. So that is that. So let's have a look at the girl herself. So I think out of the first wave of the extra dolls, this is the one that seemed to get the least love, which I think is a shame because I do really like her colours and I think she's very pretty. She does have tinsel in the hair, which I know puts some people off. It isn't that much. You could easily kind of pull it out if you didn't like it. I think mine's got a little bit damaged. There's a kind of a short bit there that's kind of sticking up a bit. But on the whole, the hair is nice. There's no product in it either. It's very soft hair. And it's kind of long and straight, and obviously we've got this split dye effect of purple on one side and pink on the other, which I do quite like. Her face is very nice as well. Let's have a close-up of the face. So she's got a very subtle face up there. Eyeshadow wise, she's kind of got pink and purple above her eyes, and then underneath what looks like kind of white or sort of slightly grey maybe. But as I say, it's all very kind of subtle. She's got dark eyebrows and I think she's got brown eyes as well. Her lip is sort of like a frosted pink, which I think is nice because that kind of goes with the whole pastel idea. And she does have a bit of blushing, I think, on her cheeks. But again, it's quite a subtle look. I guess with the rest of her, having subtle makeup is quite nice because it lets the rest of it sort of shine. And, you know, once you're in something like this, you probably don't need a whole lot of makeup to get noticed. She's got some earrings in, which are quite cute. So these are a sort of see-through light blue. And they're meant to look like jewels, but obviously there's no kind of like detail painted on. It's all sort of in the moulding. I'm presuming they won't come out. Actually, will they? No. So yeah, so they will come out a bit, but you can't get the whole thing out because they've got that sort of barb thing inside keeping them in. Obviously, if you wanted to get them out, you know, there are ways to get them out. I think it will involve sort of boiling water, but yeah, you could always try and get them out, and then you can always swap them with others' earrings. She's got 3 necklaces on. So she's got a choker that says Dream. She's got another necklace, which is almost like a sort of a white pearl necklace. And then she's got this very fancy looking white necklace here. So obviously they're all white. There's no painted on detail with them at all. This one is all kind of like beads and bits coming off it. It's more like a kind of a collar piece. And then she's got two other necklaces as well, which I think are both, yeah, they're both attached to each other. So there's two sort of silver ones. And it's that kind of like silver plastic. So it does look shiny and silvery, which is quite nice. So that is that. Other jewellery items we have is a bracelet here on her wrist. So again, this would match the one that she has around the neck here, in that it is kind of like white beads. And then on the other hand, she's got what I'm presuming is meant to be a scrunchie, but it's one of those kind of plastic scrunchie things. I'm not sure I really like those that much, but yeah, so there we go. So that is that. Okay, so outfit wise, I think it's probably the clothes which people were put off by most of all. But I actually like this look. I think it's quite cute. I love these puffy sleeves. I think maybe separately it might look nicer. I should also point out that she is a curvy doll as well. So she would have been, I'm presuming, the first curvy girl for the Barbie Extra line. I'm actually going to take the dress off because I want to see, we want to have a look at the blouse. So let's remove this. If it'll come off. Oh, okay, we've got elastic bands and stuff holding things on. Okay, so I've taken the rubber band off. It was basically sort of around that arm and then twisted over, I think maybe to keep these in place, and then around the other sort of shoulder as well, which seems a bit like overkill, but never mind. So look, let's just slip this off and we can have a closer look at the blouse. Okay, oh, is it attached? No, it's not. Okay, so it is a separate piece, first of all. There we go. So I do really like the shape of this, and I love these kind of puff sleeves. I think maybe if it wasn't with the dress, it might be a bit nicer in that it seems a lot going on, but I think that's kind of fun as well. It's obviously sort of a light blue and covered in clouds, which is quite cute. If we put this back up on her. So we've then got this sort of overdress. I should point out that they've got Velcro on the back. So the blouse has Velcro and the dress has Velcro as well. So this is made of that kind of crinkly material, but I guess it's because it's sort of holographic fabric that they sort of needed to do it in that, and that's fine. I think it might look nicer if what was underneath was a bit simpler, because it would then show this off even more. But this is quite nicely done, I think. Obviously we've got lots of ruffles as we go down. Now these edges are raw, but it's that sort of material that isn't going to fray. So that's kind of okay. If we go further down, we've then got these really cute white fishnet stockings. I do quite like this look. It's a bit 80s as well, isn't it? So I think these go really nicely with this. So because she is a curvy girl, she has flat feet, which I know is not everyone's favourite thing. I don't mind it so much. There seem to be a bit more shoe options for them now that there seem to be so many of them. So, you know, we could easily swap these out. She's just wearing a pair of simple white high tops there. I kind of think a different colour might have been nicer on her feet. Maybe like a blue colour to go with the blouse, or even maybe like a pink and a purple to sort of go with the hair. But yeah, so that is that. So I'm going to put her accessories on her and we'll have a final look at her. So here we go. So here she is in her complete look. So she's holding a bag there. She's got the hat on. The hat actually is quite large on her. it almost swamps her. It's kind of bigger at the back. I'm presuming because of the hair, maybe, but I don't know. It does seem overly big, but it's kind of okay. I probably wouldn't have her in the hat because I think it kind of covers her hair up, which I would prefer to see. But no, I actually really like her. I'm glad that I got her to add to the extra lineup. As I say, she wasn't the most popular one, I don't think, which I think is a shame, really, because I actually quite like the style of her. Let me know what you think of her in the comments down below. Let me know if you've got her and if you've maybe restyled her with something else. Please like the video if you've enjoyed it. Please share the video if you know anyone else that would like this kind of content. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next one. So, until the next time, bye!